Hello there. If you believe it or not, I found this sweater and it was very small. Someone shrunk it, but it was cashmere. So I was like, oh, it's too small. But what I did is I cut it like right in half and made it into a cardigan. And at first when I cut it in half, I'm like, oh, I don't know, it looks a little bit uneven. Now it's gonna be even smaller as a cardigan, but it works. What I did is I cut it right in half and then I folded this over and stitched it. It's like an invisible stitch. Did the same with this side and then found these little kind of shell buttons and put them all the way down. I have 5 buttons and I haven't like opened that up to make the buttonhole yet, but from how it is now, like you could wear it. I could even stick like a safety pin, but I could make the buttonholes later on. It's so warm here in Florida that I don't even know why I'm wearing a sweater to begin with. I don't need to button it up. But I was kind of proud of this, the way that it turned out. I mean, who can resist a cashmere sweater, right? But someone had put it in the wash because it was labeled medium and it's like extra small. But I made it work, so that's exciting. And I have my little oil diffuser on. Let me see. Here it is. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. My husband had one actually, and I've been wanting one for a long time. So right now it has jasmine in it, and if you're sensitive, an empath, I'm highly empathic, then like scents and smells and noise and touch and all that stuff is like I react to it. So it's really nice to have the scent of jasmine. It doesn't exactly smell like real jasmine, which is absolutely divine. Maybe I could try also getting gardenia. I have strawberry, which is like a fragrance. It's not a natural essential oil. I got it from the Body Shop, but it's like a very playful smell, strawberry. It reminds me of when I was a child. And I actually have the strawberry shower gel from the Body Shop, and it's so delicious. I have the mango too, but the strawberry is my favorite. So if you're sensitive like to noise and smells and everything, just enhance your environment with beautiful things. We can also be sensitive to like the negative, but we can appreciate the beauty, being a sensitive soul. So self-care and doing things like that and making your environment pretty and dressing pretty is all a wonderful addition. So we can use our sensitivity to the best. I'm an artist, so I'm very sensitive to the colors and very gifted in that way. So sometimes it's hard in like the harshness of people's behaviors to get what they want and to be pushy. It's difficult to have that sensitivity, but it's also, you can really appreciate the beauty. Like look at these flowers, so gorgeous, and this vase that my husband gave me. And I got these from Trader Joe's and they were so reasonable, and they've lasted like throughout the week. Things like that. And then I just really enjoy finding pretty things like these pearls and the sweater I made, and this blouse was like $8, but so pretty. And then my long skirt and these slippers that I wear them just inside really because they're too delicate to wear outside. But why don't we do a little word on narcissism? So it's a real, those relationships, those toxic relationships put you on real highs and lows. So there's that underlying tone with a toxic relationship that if you don't perform as they want you to, despite all your past and perfect and pleasing things you've done for them, they are very present moment fixated. So it's like being with a 3-year-old. The 3-year-old doesn't remember all the times you did nice things for him. The 3-year-old is fixated in the now and what he wants now. And they can make some pretty kind of harsh accusations, assumptions, really be pushy to get what they want, and manipulative. And it's really tough, you know. And if you have been in a toxic relationship or friendship or whoever it may be, you notice that they pull you up on these highs, and then they pull you down on the lows, and then highs, and then lows. And it's like they're kind of pulling all the strings. And the trick is to really ground yourself and not get all giddy when they're nice and upset when they're not. And I mean, the ideal thing is to really have the relationship from arm's length, because it's just so difficult to have a relationship with a person that doesn't want to find a solution. They want their way, and they're comfortable with the tension. Being as sensitive as I am, I'm not comfortable with tension. I don't seek controversy. I don't seek discord. I really want solution-based to resolve things. And sometimes what is the solution, if I'm in charge, isn't always what the other person wants, and it can become a real tug. And I had that experience today, and coming to a sensitive person, I noticed, you know, my skin heated up, and it was upsetting. So I just find that the best approach to toxic relationships is to step back and to have minimal contact, if any, really. And they pull you in, like they make things overly personal, and they cross boundaries, and they go to places and conversations which shouldn't be had, and they're very competitive. Like the conversation's kind of about seeing what you have and compared to what they have, and they can just dislike you for the fact that you have something that they want. I mean, we all have our blessings, and some people seem like they have it all. I mean, when I was younger, it seemed like some people had it all, and I had nothing. And I am very blessed, but I feel like it's a very independent walk. It's an independent walk with God, if that's what you believe, and it's an independent walk with your spirit and who you are and what your spark is, and it's different for everybody. So really, if you understand that, we're not in competition with other people. We all have our beautiful, amazing journeys when we align ourselves. And to be around someone competitive and envious is also feels like just not good, because they want to rise up and see you fall, you know. So today I just took things slowly, you know. I enjoyed my shower. I like to watch videos on YouTube a lot. I love my pets. What would I do without my pets and my dog? If I get too like emotional or upset, my dog takes off and goes to the other room. He's like, I wasn't here to be an emotional support dog. But the journey of an empath is a beautiful one, but we must really self-care, because we feel everything very deeply. And I see from experience that it can cause health problems to be kind of like an open nerve to people's anger and tension, and when they want to put their baggage, and maybe they put their baggage on empaths because we're so aware, and they want a reaction. Somebody who's putting their baggage on others doesn't want someone who brushes them off, you know. They want someone who reacts to it. And I think we just need to take things slowly and take our time and take care of ourselves. And also there's a breathing technique where you like breathe and make like a guttural sound, and it grounds you, and that's very helpful. But don't go on a merry-go-round with a toxic person. Don't don't feel like you need their approval, or get into that um get into that. My dog just dragged, I think, a toy into the room, so I was just looking. Don't get into that. They can get you so fearful, like of what they might do, or revenge, or I don't know. Sometimes I detect that type of personality that sort of holds that over your head, and so I'm careful. I don't react very quickly. I kind of read the situation and read the person, because obviously we don't want to be in a situation where someone is, making our situation worse. So it just seems to be tough out there. I think it's tougher probably with all the social media and the encouragement of really bad behavior. And I spent a lot of time at home alone with my pets and my art and my computer. And now that I'm married, thank God, I really don't seek a lot of social outlets. So I'm content. I'm an introvert. So having like a best friend who's my husband really satisfies a lot for me. So I guess an empath can understand this video, but like enjoy the beauty, because you really see the beauty. Like you take in those beautiful flowers and the butterflies and the rainbows. Like another person who isn't so empathic and sensitive may overlook all that beauty. It's not an easy path. Definitely find your creative outlet. I think that's really important. I think a sensitive person can have like a vast amounts of talents: writing, music, art, building, so much insight, and the world really needs it, because the further we go towards narcissism, the more we need the balance. But empaths also have to balance themselves, and we have to eat well and nourish ourselves and take care of ourselves, and also distance ourselves from all the chaos. I find that sort of my coping strategy with people is like I just distance, and I'm grateful that I can. I'm grateful that I no longer have to, work with people around me, and that I can work independently. And a lot of times I've been envious of people who just don't pick up on all this and who can block it out, but that's not the soul that God gave me. God gave me a very sensitive, perceptive, empathic, soul. And so that soul has its purpose. And I'm just grateful that I'm doing the things that I love and living in a nice, quiet home and being around my pets and being able to create. So just know that you're not alone. And it can be tough, and there's a lot of jealousy and a lot of competition and a lot of misunderstandings, and just